ready to go green when they come on by.
All right, here we go. Al Stone, Corey Fanning ready to bring the field down off of turn number 4.
Green flag is in the air, and Fanning gets the jump at the start. He'll leave the field down into turn 1 on lap 1.
Off of turn number 2, Fanning's going to have a nice, comfortable advantage already. 2 car wings up of a side-by-side battle for second as Plemons and Stone go wheel-to-wheel down the back straightaway. Waterman and Barnett, the veterans of the street stock division, not far behind as they go through turns 3 and 4. Stone trying everything here to stay side-by-side with Plemons as they put lap 1 on the board.
Yeah, Plemons by a nose will be scored in second place that time by Al Stone down on the inside, and now Ryan Waterman looking to make a move up on the outside in the number 75, the defending champion of the street stocks here at Thompson.
Down into 3 and 4 they go. Waterman got a good run off of turn number 2, used it to his advantage to get around the 52 of Stone. Slots in front of him at lap number 2. As Plemons next up on his list to try to close in as they go down into 1. Remember, back at Icebreaker Part 1 in the open street stock R&R tour, Fanning and Waterman had a little bit of a carnage at the start of a qualifying race. We'll see if that continues here today as Waterman's trying to close in on Plemons. Right now he's got to get around him for second if he's going to try to set his sights on Corey Fanning.
Yeah, he's right there on the back bumper. Plemons will lead him across the stripe in that race for second. But Waterman right there, like we saw in the qualifying heat, Plemons on defense, trying to protect the bottom of the racetrack where Waterman would make his move. And there's only so much you can do. You can only slow the car down so much in order to protect the bottom and not allow Waterman to get that jump coming out of the turn. Again, Waterman down on the low side, trying to make it work. While those two guys duke it out, Corey Fanning is checked out in the lead. Here's Waterman now leaning on the left rear quarter panel of Plemons number 67, maybe just enough to get underneath him and take the spot.
Yeah, good job by Waterman making a tough pass there as they come off turn number 2. Plemons comfortable now. No more as Al Stone's all over his back bumper trying to see if he can get away around him as they go through turns 3 and 4. There's Larry Barnett in 5th, who had trouble in his qualifying heat as well, able to rebound and move his way up into the top 5 here in the early going of the street stock race. 6 laps are complete, 19 remain in their feature.
Yeah, now Waterman, as he's cleared Plemons, going to try and catch up to Fanning. Fanning with that strong lead out in front. Fanning, as we mentioned, a winner here last year, always a runner up front, several podium finishes, but Fanning a winner back on August 7th here at Thompson last year and would like to get it done again.
Yeah, nice and comfortable right now for him as he crosses the stripe. 23.42 that time to Ryan Waterman's 23.29, so Waterman a little bit quicker on the stopwatch. Got a ways to go to close in, but still plenty of time as they come down the back straight with 17 laps remaining. Field strung out around Thompson Speedway. Fanning leads, Waterman second, Plemons third, Stone fourth, Barnett is fifth. Then it's Porter in sixth, Flanagan seventh. Cinemella is eighth, Pullen and Hank Stott, the top 10. As they come down the back straightaway and into turn number 3 one more time. The back end of the field goes. Fanning right now back off turn number 2, leading the charge as they come to lap number 10.
Yeah, Fanning hoping and praying that we don't see a caution here to close this up. Anything can happen, particularly as we get into this stage of the race approaching the halfway mark of the 25-lap street stock feature. It's still Fanning, and the distance between first and second appears to be unchanged. Fanning, Waterman, Plemons, Al Stone for the 4th spot, and Larry Barnett round out the top 5.
Across the stripe they come, back down into turn number 1. Waterman again quicker on the stopwatch. But as they come down the back straightaway, he's still got a large gap if he wants to close in on that number 11 through turns 3 and 4. Of course, Fanning sporting those Halloween-style colors out in front, very familiar to him as he runs throughout New England. He leads the charge here at the halfway point. Next time by, the halfway will be up in the air. Waterman quicker again there. You can see, Pete, he's inching closer, and he's still got a ways to go, but he's still got plenty of laps, too. And what we've seen so far, if he can continue at that pace, he may have a shot here to close in on Fanning as they come to halfway.
Yeah, very consistent laps, and he's getting into the turns great. That's where he's making up his time, is driving in deep and hard, and that's where he inches up, as you say, to Corey Fanning. Fanning can almost feel him at this point. He certainly can see him in the mirror. And Fanning's going as hard as he can to keep Waterman back there.
Yeah, he's going to have a little bit of a hard time doing it, I think, as this race winds down. You can see Fanning a little bit loose right there. I think his car's starting to go a little bit ill-handling, while Waterman's has seemed to level out and maintained what it had. 11 laps to go. That time, I can see now definitely a noticeable difference as Fanning struggling to get off the corners. You can see that car sideways. Now Waterman within about 4 car lengths, down to 3 and 4. Let's see if he can close in and make a charge here in the final 10 laps.
He has really chopped into that lead and just about up on the back bumper of Corey Fanning as they race across the stripe. Have 10 laps to go. Waterman's got plenty of time to get it done as he stays right there. Now about a half a car length between them. Waterman sizing him up. Sticks the nose down underneath. Oh, a little bit of contact. Similar to what we saw between Waterman and Plemons. A little bit of contact to the left rear of Corey Fanning. But Fanning holds tough and trying to hold him off. But look at Waterman. And again, Waterman's been making time going into the turn, and he does it that time. Fanning will try to crossover. Oh, and he gives him a little bit of that back.
Getting interesting here with 8 laps to go as these two battle out. They're coming up on a lap car, and Fanning trying to use it as a pick. He does as he slides Waterman up. Pete, don't look now, but here comes Plemons. He's within 3, 4 car lengths of them as they come down the back straightaway. A hotly contested battle here for the lead and the win in the street stocks, and here's Plemons right close to them to the battle.
Yeah, bump and grind through that 3rd and 4th turn. Fanning has regained the lead, and Waterman's coming back.
Hey, street stock racing at its finest. A little bit of contact, you slide around, keep going. And I don't think we're done seeing it yet here as they come down into turn number 3. 6 laps to go this time by. Waterman with a run to the inside. He slides up. They beat and bang again off of 4.
Yeah, the paint exchange, if you will. This time Waterman again. Oh, no, that's not good.
Fanning being brought down pit road. And a lot of storylines there that Ben Dodge and Joe Koss will walk you through here momentarily. As Plemons and Stone get ready to fire it up off turn number 4. Doubled up, ready to rock, and off turn number 4 they come. Plemons steps on the throttle, the green flag is out, and we're back underway in the street stocks.
And Plemons will get the jump from that outside pole position and lead him down into turn 1. Stone trying to come right back as the bottom opens up, and Stone fills that hole really quickly in that number 52, as now they are racing for the lead. They make a little bit of contact in turn 3. Stone backs out, allows Plemons to straighten up, and Plemons will lead that lap across the stripe, but they are all within striking distance. The top 3 add John Porter to it, the number 38X.
Down into 3 and 4 they go. They've singled out for the moment. 5 laps to go when they come off the corner as Plemons 2 car lengths up by Al Stone, looking to take that 67 to victory lane. Stone trying to keep pace with him as they go down into the corner. Larry Barnett not far behind either. I think Barnett's happy with 3rd after the day he's had with that wreck in the qualifying heat. But they're not giving up right now in their quest to try to win it here down the back straightaway.
Yeah, they are all running together, and the laps are winding down. There'll be 4 to go this time by. Plemons continues to show the way.
Down the back straightaway, Plemons by 2 car lengths over Stone. Stone's close in just a little bit. Trying to make him sweat it out here, at least get close enough to see if he'll make a mistake. As they come through turns 3 and 4, he's a little bit better through the corner. With 3 to go this time by. Closed in a little bit right there. Definitely a little bit quicker. but you're going to need a little bit more to muster up a charge here as they come down the back straightaway for the final 3 laps. Down into turn number 3. Stone within a car length that time going into the corner.
Yeah, but Clemens is getting through the turn pretty well. Stone unable to get up there and pull alongside. They see 2 to go as they cross the stripe this time. It's gotten down to those 2 guys battling for the lead. They've opened up about a 5 or 6 car length distance over third place runner Larry Barnett, who's all by himself in third. John Porter fourth, and Austin Flanagan rounds out the top 5 with 1 more lap to go.
Yeah, final time down to 1 and 2 for Clemens. That black and gold number 67 in control off the second turn. You can see that car step out a little bit off the corners, but he's wheeling it down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 for the final time. It looks like he's on his way to Thompson Victory Lane.
Through the third and fourth turn, here they come down to the checkered flag, and Clemens will hold on to win it. Al Stone will finish second. Larry Barnett holds on for third. John Porter will be fourth. Austin Flanagan rounds out.
Yeah, you know, Corey and Ryan, they always have those good battles, but that one was a little rough, and just buying my time. And how about that? You know, it's my first win at Thompson. Hopefully not my last week. Kind of shaky here, but we figured something out. I just can't thank Thompson enough, all those guys, for putting this on. Everybody in the stands waiting out the cold to come out to this. This is a good deal, and I just can't thank all my crew, all my guys. Enough. Twisted Tea, Trent Goodroad Wraps, Big Gary's Montville Polish Club, my Uncle Michael helps out big, Faith Construction, Dad, George, Mom, all my guys, you know, they come out with me we race 3 tracks. So then again, thank you to Thompson for putting this on.